The Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King, brought to you by Harvey Autos in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you've trusted for years. Geico, the insurance savings you expect. Supreme Chevrolet, expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales. Total Car Care, tire shop and automotive repair in Baton Rouge. Bollinger Shipyards, 75 years of delivering high-quality vessels. Here's your host, Lieber King.
Hi everyone, Lieber King, host of the Sports Scouting Report podcast. Today's show is Morgan City High School. It's not even a quarter of a mile from Central Catholic High School. Might be the most unique setup I've ever seen. Schools, they could probably throw a football from one school to the next. Back in my old days, I might could do that, about 80 yards, maybe 90 yards apart. But we're going to have the quarterback come on. We're going to introduce him, the star quarterback, who's going to be in his third year as a starter, and also the new head football coach at Morgan City High School. We're going to talk about Morgan City and their great tradition, and we'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back. Lieber King, your host. We're here at Central Catholic High School. We want to thank them for allowing us to do a bunch of shows here and allowing the other local schools to be here. I really appreciate that when, Coach Grogan allowed me to do that. I appreciate him doing that. And the principal at Central Catholic, the whole administration, thank you. Appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and interview the quarterback. We're talking about Morgan City High School. School's got 4 state championships in football. I didn't know this. I cheated. I went online and pulled it up. But 4 state titles in 1913, 1922, 1923, in 1957. That's around Billy Cannon era. And 1 in baseball in 73. 1 in cross country in 74, and 1 in softball in 84. So they're due to get another one, and it seems like every 20, 30 years or so. But appreciate you coming on, Thomas Mancuso.
No problem.
The quarterback, third-year starter, coming up, 6'1", 205 in weight, 4.0 student. I didn't know you were 4.0 in the classroom.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got to ask you this. I ask every kid this, but what is your favorite subject that you conquer having this 4.0 GPA?
Definitely math, 100% math.
Geometry, algebra?
I'm in trigonometry right now. And
Man,
it's getting difficult, but you just got to persevere.
I couldn't pass any of those 3. Those are the 3. I made all my credits, and I knew I wasn't going to go on to engineering. I'm like, I cannot. I was a class clown. I hate to say it. Don't get mad at me, teachers, but I couldn't do that. And I knew how to add, multiply, and subtract, and that's what I'm doing now. But, man, what do you want to major in? You said undecided.
I'm not sure. I thought about dentistry, thought about something that way into the medical field.
No engineering?
No engineering, no, sir.
Wow.
I mean, I can still leave it on the table.
Okay. You play baseball, too?
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody what positions in baseball.
I'm a catcher in baseball. I pitch a little bit.
What do you think of your ability for college, football or baseball? What do you think?
Football. Football's the easier route.
How much do you like football? I know you're a good football quarterback.
I like football definitely more than I like baseball. I like the competitiveness. I like, the integrity that you have to play the game.
We're going to interview your coach, Coach Danos. What do you think of him and what he's done so far in a short time? He's only been with the school
he's only been with the school
a few weeks.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I enjoy talking to him. You can tell he knows his stuff. It's should be fun.
Y'all have had some good players come through the program.
Oh, yeah.
And I talked to one last year that signed with Dartmouth.
Hilton Hebert.
Hilton Hebert had him on our show.
Yep.
Hilton Hebert the third, I believe. But he's a linebacker, tight end, big guy.
I think it's the 4th.
The fourth. I'm sorry. You're gonna save me with his mom and dad.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you've got some big linemen like Ian Carmichael this past year was 6'4", 340?
330. Oh, yeah, he's a big dude.
Y'all got players.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of Morgan City? I mean, it's not people don't realize the talent that y'all have.
Oh, yeah, we have talent, that's for sure. It's just a matter of putting it all together, working as a team, keeping the attitudes right.
What do you need to work on as a quarterback, you think?
As a quarterback, I could definitely work on my evading pressure. I can work the pocket a little bit, but sometimes that pocket will collapse. I need to be able to get out of that. Throws on the run, my accuracy with throws on the run.
You can spin it, though.
Oh, yeah, I can throw it pretty far.
You want to mention a wide receiver or two just to give him a little pub?
Last year, I really enjoyed throwing to 3 receivers, Anthony Bourgeois, Kyron Dugas, and Jamari Bias.
Okay.
Those guys, they're fast, they're athletic, they know the game.
And I know Anthony's coming back.
Anthony is coming back, yes, sir.
What do you think of if everybody gets on one page, what y'all can accomplish this year?
Oh, we have a lot of potential. We have a lot of potential this year. We need to focus on our defense. Our offense will take care of itself. Our defense, when they hold up, will be a very dangerous team.
Thomas, who did you grow up liking in football? I mean, there's LSU and State, there's UL.
There's UL.
There's
yeah.
Tech, Tulane, but and then most kids will say Alabama or Florida or Texas. But who are your favorites growing up?
I really liked watching Drew Brees growing up. You know, he's a professional.
Okay.
He's very good and very accurate. He was very smart.
You're a
Made his
Saints
decisions
fan?
correctly.
You're a Saints
oh,
fan?
yeah, absolutely. That's why I wear number 9.
Okay.
Drew Brees.
Yeah.
And then LSU, really liked watching those guys. I got more into it as I got older.
Okay.
When Joe Burrow and all of them came through.
You were kind of.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
now,
was into it.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, love watching him. He's very.
2 Heisman Trophy winners.
Oh, yeah.
Who would have thunk it that LSU would have 2 Heisman Trophy winners in the last 4 years? Both quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Neither one of them from Louisiana, one from Ohio and one from California.
Yep.
But where would you like to go? Is there too far if colleges are watching? If somebody in Kansas offered you a D2 one day school, would you go if they really wanted you?
I would consider it. I would look into it. That's for sure.
So you're
It's
open to it.
Any eyes. Looking forward to going to some camps over the summer. You know, I'm good friends with Central Catholic's quarterback.
Okay, Case.
Who
Came on earlier. Well, good luck to you. I wanted you to be able to come on and introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate it.
And get your name out there a little bit more.
Absolutely.
And then Coach is going to come on next. And I wish you a great year this coming year. I know that y'all have been on the cutting edge of trying to put it together.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to let people appreciate the talent that Morgan City High School has. I mean, y'all have big guys. Y'all have guys that can run. Like you're 6'1", 205 quarterback that can throw it. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thomas Mancuso, quarterback, Morgan City, going to be a senior, 2025 class, 6'1", has a cannon arm, 205 pounds. We'll be right back with the head football coach from Morgan City, Coach Dennis. We'll be right back.
Supreme Chevrolet. Expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales. Total Car Care. Tire shop and automotive repair in Baton Rouge.
Hi, everyone. Lee Burkeen back, your host of the Sports Scouting Report podcast. You got a chance to meet the quarterback from Morgan City High School, Mancuso, who's going to be a senior, 6'1", 205. Morgan City High School's got some talent, and they've got the guys to win, and they've had a few coaches over the years, but I've had a chance to meet the new coach, Mark Danos, who's the new head coach at Morgan City. He's only been there a few weeks, and he's already recruiting players. He's already talked to a few of the players, and really love his energy. Coach, appreciate you being on.
Appreciate you having me.
I want to first of all let everybody know from South Louisiana, from the Bayou, that you're a graduate of Central Lafourche in 2004.
That I am.
And I learned they call it Central over there.
And up the bayou.
Up the bayou, not down,
Not
the,
down
bayou.
the bayou.
Because that South Lafourche is the
That's the rival.
rival.
Yes, sir.
South and Central.
Yes, sir.
Coach, tell me about your background with coaching up till now and before you got the job at Morgan City.
Well, I kind of grew up in a football family. My grandfather was pretty much one of the first real star football players in the Raceland area. He went on to play at Northwestern State, and he eventually became the head coach at Raceland Junior High, and eventually became the principal. So it was always in my blood. It was always in my DNA. And so at a very early age, I kind of realized that football was something that I wanted to pursue as a career. So once I got out of, before I got out of high school or college per se, I started helping out at St. James because my former head coach, Randy Bro, was an assistant at St. James. And so I would go help there on Saturdays, just kind of do whatever they needed me to do. And then upon graduating from Nichols, I've been at HL Bourgeois the previous 9 years. And so that's kind of where we sum it all up.
And to give a little plug to Central Lafourche, known for Tommy Hodson.
That's right.
Matt Hodson.
That's correct.
Mike Duplantis, Ben Bordelon.
Yes, sir.
Those are some big names,
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And then we could go way back. Mike Hillman, the late Mike Hillman. Condolences. We lost Mike this past year.
The irony is, Matt Hodson was a star player at Central Lafourche, was the assistant principal when I was a student there, and ultimately hired me when he was principal at HL Bourgeois.
That's right. That's right. Because I called Matt one day and I'm like, Matt, your son's going to be in the magazine. He said, well, I'm at HL. That's right.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Small world.
Central guy helping a Central guy.
I much appreciate it.
So tell me about, you've only been at Morgan City a few weeks.
Yeah.
Not even enough to smell all your own socks and cleats over there.
That's correct.
What do you think of what you've done and how some of the guys you've met with the potential at Morgan City?
I think there's a ton of potential. I really do. And they're hardworking. It was very refreshing coming into the situation where, kids are coming up to me, not having me find them, they're coming to me, introducing themselves, and everybody seems just very humble, hardworking, and they're taking to everything that we're trying to do right now.
A lot of tradition. Heck, I didn't know they won 4 state championships in football.
You the one that taught me?
That's Huey P. Long days,
That's
right?
Correct. That's correct.
And Billy Cannon days, the last one, 57.
Yes, sir.
Mark, what do you think of your quarterback? I mean, you come in, at least you got a veteran quarterback
Absolutely,
to build around.
Definitely. So Thomas is a great kid, man. I, like you, just realized he was a 4.0 student. For me, walking into the weight room and seeing the board of all the lifts, and right on top of the list is Thomas, which
your quarterback.
A quarterback, now that's something that you don't typically see. He reminds me a lot of a quarterback that I coached at HL Bourgeois named Gavin Vordick.
Yeah.
Gavin also was big kid, 6'1". He was about 235. Could run a little bit, and he was also a 4.0 student, was a valedictorian. So I see a lot of similarities between both of those kids, both as players and students.
The good thing about having a big quarterback, not brittle to take a hit.
That's absolutely right.
Those 160s, you got to stress it when your quarterback's small.
Now, we're going to try to keep as many bodies off of them as possible, obviously, but definitely.
Yeah. What kind of offense for people in the Morgan City area or the Louisiana watching?
Sure.
What kind of offense do you like? Defense? What do you like?
I'm a spread guy. I've really always been a spread guy. Coming up through high school, back in the 2000s, we were always, traditional I formation, play action pass. But since I've been at Bourgeois, I've coached in the different offenses. We've done the wing tee, we've done the spread, and the spread's always something that I felt that I gravitated to, and that you could still operate some of the old gap scheme elements and even some of the wing tee elements, but from different sets and motions.
Congratulations to getting your first job. I mean, you paid your dues, 9 years at HL Bourgeois. It's a long time.
Yes,
y'all had a lot of different teams over there.
We did.
Y'all had 10, 20, 30, 40 guys, 50.
Yep.
Enough to dress some years over there. So you're used to rebuild.
Absolutely.
And seeing that.
Sure.
Coach, good to meet you, Mark.
Nice to meet you as
Mark
well.
Danos, graduate of Central Lafourche and new head coach at Morgan City High School for 2024. Excited what he's going to do. Thank all the coaches. I appreciate all the time here at Central Catholic. Thank the principal at Central Catholic, Coach Grogan, the head football coach, everybody involved. Really glad to be in the community to promote all these schools statewide, and hope you enjoyed the shows. We'll be back soon.
Thanks for watching the Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King.